Hi everyone, very good evening. I'm Dr. Preeti Sharma and I have the honor of sharing the screen with Dr. Sanya, who's got scored 207 in the recently conducted extremely difficult FMG exam. So firstly, Dr. Sanya, congratulations. How is the feeling? The result just got out. So what is the overall atmosphere at home?
Thank you so much, first of all. I would like to say it's very surreal. I did not expect this score, to be honest. After the exam, it was so tough. I was not even sure I'm going to pass. Matlab, thoda, I was like, maybe, but the score I was expecting, this score I was expecting, wo to nahi hone wala tha. I
So
did
did
not
you
expect
did you
that.
see the recall videos after the exam?
Uh, I watched a couple of clips, reels.
Mhm.
पूरा videos I could not watch. I was very scared कि ये भी गलत हो गया, ये भी गलत हो गया, so I could
Very
not.
wise. See, very wise. And you got such an amazing score. So today's entire discussion is going to be around, you've got an amazing score in an exam which was not so amazing. It was a very difficult paper in the history of FMG with clinical STEM questions. Difficulty level was up. Video questions without any prior information were given. So overall, the exam level was very hard. Next, the infrastructure at every exam center was also not the best to give an exam. So, against all the odds, when a student comes to us with a score of 207, all of us are very, very, invested in knowing that what were you doing in your preparation journey. So, just brief us through all 19 subjects and how you were studying them in the last 6 months. How were you using PrepLadder in general for your preparation?
All right. So in the last 6 months, main videos I had done before 6 months. The
Okay.
last 6 months were basically rapid revision. And
Okay.
when I got confused, I did refer to a lot of main videos also in between for topics I did not understand from rapid revision or were new to me. So, and for rapid revision, I did it twice, two times,
Mhm.
version 10 and then version 11, but
Okay.
not for all topics because some were retained in my
Mhm.
memory. Then for the last month, for the last couple of weeks, I would say I started LRR. That was it. I could
Okay,
not
so
go back.
LRR you kept for the last 1 month, which is the ideal time to do LRR. But as you were saying, you did two revisions of rapid revision videos. That was possible also because you had a strong base with main videos that you had studied earlier. But integrating all your notes with MCQs must have been a very important part because this exam was testing a lot of clinical knowledge. So, what was your Qbank and grand test approach?
All right. So all the questions in the exam were clinical. They were
Mm.
like 6 line questions. I was very
Mm.
overwhelmed, but I was prepared because this time the new Qbank had a lot of clinical questions also, and
Mm.
it was easy to navigate this time. And there were audio explanations that were very easy to understand, faster also than
Mm.
reading the whole paragraph. So that
Right.
was nice. And grand test, I would say I gave a grand test every couple of weeks,
Okay.
every other Sunday, and then I would
Mm.
analyze it on the next day because when they're
Okay.
live, the results come out the next day.
Right.
And
So, what was your approach in the analysis? Were you doing the incorrects first or were you going subject wise?
actually, I watched your video, and you said to make 3 columns, and I made three
Mm.
columns correct
Perfect.
and guess and wrong, and then three for that silly mistakes and lack of knowledge and recall issue. So that is exactly what I did in my notebook, and I did it for every GT I gave.
Right. So, Dr. Sanya, of course, you've got an amazing score. You are amongst one of the toppers. But like any regular student, you must have had backlogs in your timetable. You must have had those burnt out days. How were you dealing with stress all throughout this preparation phase?
First of all, I was very overwhelmed in those days that maybe I am the only one that cannot do this. Everybody
Mm-hmm.
feels that way. I have understood that now.
Agreed.
Everybody would feel that. And I watched your last LRI and you said that everybody is feeling the same thing. जिनके
Yes.
250 आने वाले हैं वो भी यही सोच रहे हैं उनको कुछ नहीं आता. And I was very happy with that कि I am not alone. And हाँ तो that was the main thing.
So,
And
how
when I
many
did
hours were you like studying per day?
7 to 8, not more
Seven to
than
eight, all throughout, consistently.
no. Maximum
Okay.
I'm getting 7 to 8. It was
Okay.
five to
Being very
seven.
honest. So, break days the? Were there break days?
There when I got burnt out, I took a break day.
Perfect. And what about those days when your grand test score was not crossing the mark that you had set for yourself?
For that, I cried for a couple of hours, then got over it.
Okay, so I think what we take back from Dr. Sanya's journey are two things. Number one, a lot of hard work. Number two, the ability to move on. So obviously there are going to be ups and downs, and you have to move on from every phase and go on to the next one because it's a very long journey. Dr. Sanya, we've got a lot of students who are now, because the pass percentage of this exam has not been very high. They're now appearing and preparing for the Jan 2027. So it is very overwhelming with so many students having not cleared the exam. If you would have been in this situation, how would you frame your next 6 months? How would you incorporate the rapid revision, LRR? What would you do when? A short, brief timetable for them.
All right. So I would again start with rapid revision. I think anyone who has prepared for this exam must have some basic knowledge. So based off of that, everybody knows what their strong subjects are and what weak ones are. So keeping the weak ones and the hard ones in the starting, in the beginning, so you can revise those multiple times would be better. That is what I did, and that was what I would do if I were in the same position.
And can you please guide the students? Because I think I've said this so many times, but the first question that I start getting at the beginning of preparation is, ma'am, when will LRR come out? And that is something which we personally feel is reserved for the last 20, 30 days, last 1 month. So students want to jump to LRR, and this exam has just, told us that that's not going to work. How would you want them to clinically integrate their knowledge starting now?
I was one of those who was waiting for LRR, to be honest, for the last month.
Everyone does, yeah.
Yeah. So this exam will not be cleared by LRR alone, to be honest. And it would take a lot of conceptual knowledge now.
Yes.
LRR is just to revise your concepts again, just to take a blank page and write all of it that you've heard in the YouTube session. And it would not work without deep conceptual knowledge. You have to understand what is going on, because the clinical question has a lot of, like Marva sir says, a lot of chips ka packet ka hawa hota hai, and the main line is you have to find it out.
Right. So that is only possible when you start doing all the videos right now. If you can't do main videos, then of course rapid revision, and then you solve as many number of questions. So how many questions were you solving from the Qbank on a daily basis?
For the last couple of months, I tried to solve 150 questions. Before that, it was 100.
Okay, so 150 per day consistently is a very good number, and that must have given you a lot of clinical base. Helped you in time management also, I believe, in the exam?
Yes.
Because all the questions were very lengthy this time.
Right. I tried to solve each question in 45 seconds. I was not timing it, of course, but from the knowledge I had before, 150 questions every day, I kept a target of that, and it helped.
Great, I'm sure it did. I mean, we can see it did. So, Dr. Sanya, before we end, this is your day, your stage. I'm sure there are a lot of people behind the scenes who have contributed in you getting this amazing score in this very difficult paper. So, the stage is all yours. Anyone whom you want to thank, go ahead.
Right. I want to thank my parents, first of all. It could not have been possible without them. Then I have friends supported me a lot, and teachers, of course. They have been, because every parents don't understand this journey. They help, but they don't understand. Friends are in the same boat. Teachers you can look up to. So that was where my strength came from. When I was feeling alone, I would listen to teachers. Of course, they know more than me, so I would be happy. Thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing your journey with us and for being so raw and honest about everything that you've gone through. So, for everyone who's watching, she's got score 207 in an exam which all of us know, I don't need to say it again, but was very difficult. And she was studying 7 to 8 hours on a daily basis. She was solving 150 questions. She was trying to build her concepts. She, like all of you, was also waiting for LRR. She, like all of you, also wanted to do the rapid revision only. But wherever she thought there was a gap in her concepts, she did get back to the main videos. And I think that's the best take home message that we get from this journey, that you have to keep it basic, but you have to work hard, you have to hustle, and that is only when you're going to get the desired result, just like she's got. So congratulations, Dr. Sanya. Wishing you all the best for internship, because life on the other side is not as easy as we projected it to be for all of you. Life as a medico is actually starting now, and we wish you all the very best. Congratulations to you once again. Congratulations to your family, your parents especially, and thank you from our side to them for being so supportive in this journey of yours. And just thank you for giving us credit and being so humble, but the credit goes entirely to you because you've put in a lot of hard work. So wishing you all the best.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.